Yo, all right, we back, man. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties. Had to go and handle some business. But like I was saying, Giannis Antetokounmpo, best player in basketball, dominates against a team that y'all think that's going to the finals, which is the Golden State Warriors, where a lot of people think is going to the finals. Steph Curry gets exposed. I believe he had like 12 points. Okay, it's an old saying: live by the three, die by the three, and that's Steph Curry's motto: live by the three, die by it. When he's not on, you take away that three ball, he becomes basically reduced to the amount of a role player. He'll play like a role player if you take away that three. This is why I say a lot of a lot of teams, especially the '96 Bulls, could have beat him. Well, hold on, let me let my brother Brooklyn's finest up in here. Hoop facts. Giannis could very well go on and win another championship this year. He could definitely do it. And he'd do it in the process of knocking off the big three in Brooklyn and in that super team, and perhaps going off and ending the super team that's in um, Los Angeles. What's good,
Yo,
yo?
Luke,
G,
What's good, son?
baby? What up,
what's going
baby?
on, homies? What's going on?
Yo, G, what
What's
up,
going on, man?
man? How you?
Yeah, what's going
Yo,
on? Did you
G,
see that?
G, I
Yep.
told you about that nigga Steph, man. I told you.
Yeah, Steph is playing like shit right now, man. He's playing like shit.
Yo, this,
Yeah,
this, like
suspect. When
this.
you take that three away,
It's
he's
just that
suspect.
guys. It's just that guys figured him out, bro. And it's like,
Yeah,
and I was trying to tell you guys, if Steph Curry's not hitting threes,
he,
he's an average player, and it's so sad because
I agree.
he, because like he should be able to get to the rack with
Nope.
ease and finish consistently or either create out of his mid-range game. It's like if
Mm-hmm.
his three's not falling, he's so average. And my thing is
Right,
this, right?
right.
And I'm scared for him because when the playoffs time come, he's only gonna play worse because
It's very possible.
as the defense gonna pick up.
And Klay Thompson's not carrying the Warriors to the finals. I'm telling you that. Klay Thompson is not carrying the Warriors to the finals because Klay Thompson looks mediocre too. If you actually watch the games,
Klay Thompson look out of shape. He just looked like, hey, I missed 2 years of basketball.
I'm just
Just
right?
trying
like
to
a guy
cheat.
that.
That's all he's trying to do. Look, and it's so crazy because today they were just out there stat padding. They
They
was
just
in the
got
third.
shellacked out there. They couldn't rebound the ball. They got killed in the paint. Bobby Porter's. Did you see that free hit at the end of the first half, bro? Like he was shaking and baking. Giannis got to the racket. Well, like yeah, people tell me the Warriors are winning the championship. That's not going to happen because here's the thing, though. Even if Draymond comes back, Draymond cannot protect the rim. And also, I said this a million times. Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, Otto Porter, Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, some of these guys have no playoff experience, and that's going to mean something in the playoffs. And
Wow,
Kaminga too, they
It
have no
will,
playoff experience. Yeah,
but
Oh, today.
it. I mean, like
Wow.
it definitely will. But my thing is saying, man, it's just fucked up because it's just fucked up because like the Warriors, they just got a lot of hype, and it's just a regular season.
which I agree. I want to ask you, who facts and Prince, will you be surprised that the Grizzlies would have beat the Warriors in the playoffs?
No, I wouldn't be.
I can't say I would be surprised because John Morant. I mean, the Memphis Grizzlies match up against the Warriors well, you know,
Yeah,
and they're more
Look,
they physical. John Morant attacks the basket, and like you take that shot. Steph Curry's a great shooter. I always say he's one of the best shooters I ever seen. But
mhm,
if you take that away from him, he's suspect. He
yeah,
becomes a role player.
and I never seen a
right.
streak like this from an NBA superstar. Never ever in my
He's
life.
playing like Curry's look like garbage.
A,
He's
a
missing shots at the
streak.
lane, especially easy shots. He's
I
turning the
never.
ball over like
First of
crazy.
all,
Yeah,
I never. Yo, G. I never seen a superstar like even in a slump for 3 weeks. Never ever.
virtually a month, really a
He been in
month,
a slump for 2.5 months.
pretty
For
much.
more
Hey,
for more than 2 months. That is ridiculous.
And I want to throw this out there. People
hey,
keep using the Draymond excuse, but here's the thing, right? The Bucks didn't have Drew Holiday and Brooke Lopez. See, we cannot make excuses. The Milwaukee didn't have Drew Holiday and Brooke Lopez.
Word.
Yeah. And another thing, guys, another thing what makes the argument so compelling. Listen,
Mhm.
like to be honest, like these superstars, like these modern day superstars, are so watered down. Like the
Yep.
back in the day
Mm-hmm.
superstars was better because think about it, like
Mhm.
Giannis and Steph Curry.
Yep.
Like if you take away Giannis' ability to get to the lane, he's an average basketball player.
I agree with that. His jump shot is
He,
inconsistent. I agree with that.
he's
Mm-hmm.
completely out of the game. The same thing with Steph Curry. You take away his 3 point shooting, he's an average player.
Mhm.
Like listen, P is different. Like I would say the only real superstars. I don't know. Like I don't know, man. A lot of these guys are really fucking frauds when you really think about it. Like James Harden. If you take away his
Harden,
ability,
Dame, in my opinion, are kind of
yes.
frauds. You have a good point.
If you take away his ability to cheat the game, Harden, he's an average player.
Same thing with
Like
Dame. When you take away
yeah,
Dame for taking long
yeah,
threes, he's average. If you have a
yep.
good Steph Curry, man, I like Steph Curry, but he's been trash
And
virtually most of the season, and his shot selection's been bad. He's missing open threes, missing runners,
and
missing like he's getting rejected by role players. Like,
yes,
come on,
and this is why I praise
So who
guys
is the
like
closest to a superstar or a perfect player in today's league? Then?
Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi.
Kawhi, but Kawhi is there, but you want that. Speaking of the Clippers, I heard Paul George may not come back the rest of the season.
Mm.
That's what I
Damn.
heard because he had the UCL injury in his elbow, and the Clippers got shellacked by the Pelicans. By the way, I don't know if Kawhi's going to come back this year because I don't think the Clippers go far this year. So if I were Kawhi, I might take the year off and maybe come back next year. What do you think?
Honestly,
Yeah,
a player like Kawhi Leonard, you gotta put like Joel Embiid is a very good player. If you take away something for him, Joel Embiid can do other things.
he can bang in the post. He can hit the
Yeah,
mid range,
yes, like a
the
player
three
like
ball.
Jokic. Jokic is decent, but
He is. He can pass, bang in the post. Can
if
he's
you
even? Did you know Jokic is dunking this year too? By the way, losing some
Mm.
weight, and Jokic is very good at high IQ too. So yeah, so I kept telling people the Warriors are overrated. Guys like Zach and Stephen A. and John and Shirez and people will see what I'm talking about come playoff time. And I keep telling people Clay Thompson looks mediocre. The dude he looks mediocre from the injury. Draymond, you cannot use the Draymond excuse because here's the thing: against Memphis, don't forget the Grizzlies didn't have Dylan Brooks and didn't have Steven Adams, so you cannot use that as an excuse for the Warriors. And also against the Bucks, they didn't have Drew Holiday and Brooke Lopez, and Milwaukee was up 39 at the half. Think about that.
Hell yeah. You know, and well, what's your take on this whole Lakers thing? Everybody thought they was going to win the championship because they won 4 games in a row.
They're not.
Then it went
Hell
back
no.
down. Everybody's now everybody's panicking again.
They're not winning the championship. I mean, I've been saying this. I had the Lakers before the season, right? I had this team going to the conference final, losing to the Suns. But I'm going to say this right now. Unless this team makes a move, they're probably losing the first or second round. Because here's the thing. Their defense is horrible. Their shot selection is bad. They don't share the ball. Russell Westbrook looks bad on this team. LeBron's scoring, but his D's not been there. Also, they don't feed a hot hand. Frank Vogel's not making adjustments. The Lakers have no depth, and even if
I
80 were back, 80's not playing energy. Yeah,
think LeBron just hell bent on averaging 30 a game. He's just in it for stats at this moment because
right,
he's about 8 points away to catching Karl Malone. I think
right.
that's on his
Salute
mind.
best Philly. Yeah, salute. Right, I agree. And also, man, the Lakers, man, they just have no depth. They don't share the ball. They don't play defense, man. It's like, and their fourth quarter execution is trash. How do you lose to the Kings twice? Like that? That's embarrassing. It's like the
And then the
Lakers.
funny part, they had control of that game.
They
They
did up
they let it go.
14. They're up by 14 in that game. And they didn't
Yep.
execute. You still got the Lakers going to the finals, P? I don't. I had the Suns.
And it's the danger, money. I mean, I never wanted them to go to the finals anyway. I just was picking the Nets and the Lakers for obvious reasons,
Mhm.
But um, no, it's not looking like they're gonna go to the finals. I mean,
The
I
Nets
have to.
probably, but the Lakers no.
I don't want to be a guy that jumps from team to team. So that's the prediction I make. I have to live with it for the rest of the
Right.
season.
I understand. I picked the Suns from the start of the season. I'm sticking with that pick. And I picked the Nets from the start of the season. I'm sticking with that pick. I don't buy in the regular season too much because the regular season doesn't tell you what's going to happen in the playoffs. It does not. It really doesn't because teams can beat teams in the regular season and then the playoffs is different. Example, the Brooklyn Nets swept the Miami Heat for nothing in the regular season in 2014. What happened in the playoffs? Miami won in 5 against Brooklyn. And even 2016, Golden State swept Cleveland 2-0 in 2016. What happened in the NBA Finals? Cleveland won the championship against Golden State. So we cannot bind these regular season teams, man.
Word. And you know the thing is, I think Giannis could pull up. Giannis capable of pulling off a two-piece.
It's
He could do
possible. It's possible, but I don't see Milwaukee winning this year. I doubt it. It's possible,
that.
but I think Milwaukee loses to Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's just me. But
What if
but
the Clippers knock them off though?
what?
Again, if they could knock the Brooklyn Nets off again, 2 years in a row, knocking that team out the playoffs, how would your level of respect for Giannis? Will it
Oh,
go up?
it'll be higher. It'll be higher. I respect Giannis now. It'll be even more higher. Because think about it. The narrative last year with him is that he only got to the finals because of injuries. I think he earned his ring. His ring is valid in my opinion. So if he were to get back to the NBA Finals, beat the Nets, and let's say beat the Suns again in the NBA Finals, that would be great for his legacy.
Are all championships valid to you? Or
Yes,
some?
I think all rings are valid. I think all rings are valid because yes, I understand super teams, this and that, but you still gotta go out there and play. We have seen super teams fail before. You still gotta go out there and play and get it done.
That is true. That definitely is true, man. But that blowout with Giannis and the Warriors, I mean, wow. And
Yeah,
you know
man.
what? Steph Curry could have just stayed in there, try to get his numbers, but hey, hey, it's not my day. I'm getting dominated. So, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
man.
that shooting slump is crazy. But all great shooters have that. It's live
Right.
by the three, die by the three. And
Yep.
his game is so predicated on shooting the three. The shot's
Mhm.
not falling, he's stuck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. And also the problem with the Warriors, man, they lack rebounding. Also, they don't make free throws, man. The Warriors don't make free throws. It's like that's another thing that's gonna be a problem in the playoffs. Because here's the thing: you have Looney, that's not a good free throw shooter. You have Draymond, bad free throw shooter. Wiggins, mediocre free throw shooter. I mean, I don't know. Toscano, not a good free throw shooter. I don't know, man. It's like I said this from the start. Yes, I know they won championships before, but those were different teams. And also, 2 of them they had Kevin Durant. This team's not winning the title. I mean, even this game showed to me that I'm fully convinced this team's not going to the finals. This game showed to me that I am convinced they're not making the NBA Finals because all you have to do is be physical with Steph Curry, get the ball out of his hands, and you're going to beat them. Clay can't shoot the ball, but Clay can be inconsistent sometimes.
Hold on for a minute, G-Man.
All right, man.
Uh, all right, I'm back, man. Sorry,
All
go
right.
ahead, continue. What?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. I've been trying to tell people like Zach, Stephen A, Shy Life, John, this Warriors hype is you're overrating this team. This team's not going to the finals. And if they were to get there, this team's not beating Milwaukee. This team's not beating Brooklyn. And I'm even going to shock people. I even think Miami could beat Golden State. Because here's the thing. If Miami were to play Golden State, you have Jimmy Butler you could put on Klay Thompson. You have Kyle Lowry who can be physical with Steph Curry. You have Bam Adebayo that will bang against the Warriors. And you have Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson that can shoot the three. And don't forget, you have PJ Tucker who's a hard-nosed bloodhound defender and can hit the corner three himself.
Yeah.
And
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the net thing about the Nets and Lakers, though, man. I see the Nets the Nets are definitely beatable, bro. The lack of defense, they're in and out of players out the lineup. Guys aren't. This is the second season, and we barely got to see those three really play with each other. Think about it. How many games have you really all three of them played with me.
16. They
Not
only
that much.
played 16 games, 13-3. 16.
Exactly. So they're very well to having that same scenario come playoff time.
True, but we can't guarantee that. Maybe that changes. I cannot guarantee that though. Who knows? Maybe they are healthy. So I mean, I get what you're saying, but we cannot guarantee that.
Yeah.
And
Oh
speaking
yeah.
of the Nets, did you know that Kyrie might be a full-time player soon?
Oh really? He's gonna
He
get back in
might
there?
be. All the Nets, no. All the Nets have to do is to pay a fine for him to come.
Oh, okay. All right. So basically they're
Hey,
changing his say hello.
hey, what's cracking,
They say
slacking? How you doing?
hello. You see him?
Hey, what's her name?
Little man?
Excuse me.
He's
Yeah, how you
just
doing?
shocked that he's
She's
shocked doesn't get to see himself in a in a video.
all right. Let me show my face. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? So yeah,
Yeah,
for the Nets, how you doing? So for the Nets, man, they
Mhm.
just need to just get healthy, and they just need to get healthy. If they can just get healthy, and they get chemistry, and they have to be better at home. They're 11-11 at home. They gotta be a better home team. They play well away from Brooklyn, but they gotta protect home court in the Barclays Center. If they can fix those
Okay, so
things and be healthy, they can win. Yeah,
who's in more trouble? The Lakers on that.
Lakers by far. The Lakers by far. The Lakers by far. It's the
I
Lakers.
know you say that. I agree with that as well.
It's the Lakers. I
Yeah.
mean, Westbrook doesn't fit. LeBron scoring but not playing great D. AD's been inconsistent all year. The bench is mediocre. The coaching is suspect. They don't handle the ball. They don't get back in defense. They don't share the ball. They're just inconsistent, man. The Lakers are in huge trouble. I do think they'll make the playoffs. I believe they'll make the playoffs, but unless this team makes some changes, I don't think they're going for it, man.
Oh yeah. Are they trading Westbrook?
No, they're not going to trade Westbrook. I doubt it. Maybe in the summer, but not in the deadline. I don't see it.
I hear that. What's that? A basketball? That's New York Knicks.
Yes, sir. New York. I mean, we're starting to turn things around a little bit. The Knicks are starting to turn things around a little bit, though. RJ Barrett has been phenomenal as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson starting to find his rhythm on both sides of the ball. Julius Randle. I understand he did the thumbs down with the fans against the Celtics, I didn't like, but he's doing. Even though he's not been scoring as much, he's playmaking better, rebounding better. And that's the thing. And hey, speaking of the Knicks, did you know we got Cam Reddish now? We traded Kevin Knox.
Knicks?
Yeah, the Knicks got Cam Reddish. We traded Kevin Knox to the Hawks.
Really?
Yeah.
I get news late a little bit. I try to get feeds on my NBA. I didn't even get no reports on that. When was this taking place?
Right. We traded Kevin Knox and a pick for Solomon Hill and Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish, who used to play with the Hawks, can defend. Occasionally can hit some threes. He's athletic. Kevin Knox, man, I mean, he's decent, but Kevin Knox just didn't fit on this team. So I think getting Cam Reddish will help the roster because we needed another defensive wing because our defense, even though our defense is getting better as of late, we still need another, defensive player and another guy that can stretch the floor.
Yeah, I like Cam Reddish. That's a good fit. I
Mm-hmm.
like Cam Reddish. I think he got some potential to be like an all-star every now and then in the future. Maybe a one-time all-star.
Probably.
Game hits the.
Right. I want to
Yeah,
ask,
man.
go
Go ahead.
what do you think
Go ahead.
about the Bulls? How far do you think the Bulls can go in the playoffs?
I think the Bulls could go as far as probably. I think they could go to the second round. I don't see them going to the conference final.
Right. Because they'll be playing either Brooklyn, Milwaukee, or Miami.
Right.
Right, and also experience is going to take a factor. Yeah.
So yeah, I think the Miami's depth and their defense is just better than Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
The Nets, obviously, that's self-explanatory. They got the star power,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the size and the athletic ability of the Milwaukee Bucks
Mm-hmm.
and their ability to stretch the floor is
Mm-hmm.
too much for the Bulls. The Bulls is respectively like the fourth or fifth best team in the East.
Right. I think the Bulls are an athletic team, But I think Chicago to me is I think they're forward away. I think they need another forward and maybe another center. That's what the Bulls need. And that's what I think they needed. They want to go for. And also another thing that helps my argument. Also, those teams have better coaching. Like Boonholz is a better coach in the playoffs. So is Eric Spoelstra, better coach in the playoffs than Benny Donovan. So even though I do think Chicago will be a tough out, I just don't think the Bulls are ready for the conference final. And if they were to get there, I don't think they'll make the NBA finals just yet. But I think maybe either next year or the year later, they will be a threat.
Oh, no question, man. So as of now, who's your MVP? Because I think
MVP,
Steph Curry lost now.
Steph Curry lost it. It's tough, man. Man, it's tough. There's John Morant. There's also DeMar DeRozan. KD still
Strange that they
there.
have John Morant even in this.
John Morant should be in
Did
there.
you thought? Yeah, I know, but did you thought that he would have been in MVP talks at the start of the
Before
season?
no. John Morant is a good player.
Mm.
I love Ja, but we didn't think that. I didn't think Memphis would be this
That's a
good.
surprise.
Again, I mean Memphis is a good team. They're deep, they're tough, but John Morant's had a great
Right.
season, man. Who's my MVP? It's tough, man. It really is. Man, because Steph Curry lost it for me because of his horrible play as of late, and the Warriors have slided off after that great start.
As you predicted they would.
Which I did. I knew they would at some point because I said they're a good team, but I said it's a long 82 game season and teams will get stronger. If I had to make a guess, it's tough, man. To me, it's between DeRozan and Ja. If I had to choose one of them, this is hard for me, man. I'm going to
Mm.
say, oh my god, I'm going to say DeRozan, slightly over Ja, slightly.
Okay. Just imagine one of those guys do win MVP though, because that'll
Whew.
be far from what people normally presume for MVP. You know,
Right.
they normally got like the bigger name superstar, rather it's a Giannis, a LeBron, or Kevin
Mhm.
Durant. Just to
Right.
shake things up.
Right.
Oops, so don't know what happened.
No, it's good. So I'm gonna say, Prince, you okay? You're frozen. P. Okay. Not to be mean, man, but way to go back to the U.S. when the connection will be better. P.
All right, I'm back.
You're all right, man. Not to
All
be
right.
all right. Not to be mean, man. I'm just asking. When are you going back to the U.S.?
Oh, probably around March, somewhere between there.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So that's good. So what was I saying? I'm saying is that if I think
Can you
DeRozan's
hear
the
me?
MVP, I'm still there. DeRozan
Yeah.
is the MVP for me, but I can see why we can make a case for Ja. It's tough, man. It's very tough. Prince.
Right. Oh
So,
hell yeah!
so kid.
And this will be something new because we didn't presume these guys to be MVP. We
Right.
normally get the more well known, superstar. You know what I'm talking about? The Stephs, the LeBrons,
Mm-hmm.
the household names.
Right. 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 And kid thing is
All right,
Giannis.
Kid Trunks, what's up?
So, okay, you can
So
make a
yeah,
case
man.
for Giannis, but
But
and Giannis has had a phenomenal year. But millions
yeah,
of other
man. So
people, yeah,
you picked DeMar DeRozan for your MVP. What about any other
DeRozan,
awards? Did any other change or
six
still the
man of
same
the
type?
year, six man. I'm gonna say Tyler Hero. Defensive player of the year.
Oh, go ahead.
It's between Draymond Green. There's also Giannis. It's between Draymond or Giannis. One of them's gonna win it. Coach of the year. I changed my coach of the year. I'm going to say Billy Donovan. You can make a case for JB Bickerstaff from the Cavs, but Billy Donovan for
Mm-hmm.
the Bulls has done a great job. Um, what else? Let's see. Six
Mm-hmm.
man, I got Tyler Hero. MVP DeMar DeRozan. Coach of the year Billy Donovan for me. What else? What else? What else? And defensive player of the year between Draymond or Giannis. One of them. Defensive
Okay,
player of the year. I'm going to
that's
give
what's
a
up.
slight edge towards.
Um.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you were talking.
Defensive player of the year.
You were talking. Go ahead.
Oh, man, actually, I even forgot what I was just about to say. I think I was
You
just
were
about
talking
to
about the
talk about more
awards.
individual awards.
You were talking about the awards. Like,
Yeah,
what are your award predictions? Oh, I'm almost. Yeah. What are your award predictions?
they're still the same. Only one different now is Steph Curry one because I had to
Yeah.
change that.
Right. Because Steph.
Because he lost
Salute.
that MVP.
What up, y'all?
Yo.
What's up? Hey, yo,
So,
Hoop, I got a question for you, son. What do you think about this LeBron and this stat patent thing?
Man, you know how I feel about that shit, man. I hate, bro. I hate that shit.
Mm,
Like, and it's sad. He been getting away with this shit for years. Like a lot of
mm,
players, like a lot of players been doing this shit, man. Like we know Westbrook. Curry does it too. Like Curry
true.
does it too. Like my thing is saying Curry was playing this third quarter today. Him and Klay Thompson. I'm like, for what? Like he
They were
losing
down
by
39. They were down 39. The game was over.
yes, and they still playing for stats, bro.
yeah,
This
like
shit
what's the
is
point? All you're
disgusting.
doing is risk of injury.
Steph could have had an injury. Clay could have been re-injured.
Yes,
Right.
like I don't like shit like that. You know, like the same thing with LeBron in the 2014 finals. People talking about
True.
LeBron James averaged this. He averaged no, he did not really average those points.
And I want to give you some, and I want to give you a fun fact, by the way, to make your point. In games 3, 4, and 5 against San Antonio in 2014, when Miami was down 15, LeBron scored 51 of his total 81 points, meaning that he was stat padding in that series.
Yes, all the fucking way. And look at his scoring percentage against Kawhi Leonard. It was like 9% or some shit like
I don't know about 9, but he does struggle with Kawhi on him.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I want to
And
ask you, go ahead.
yeah, it's just basically empty stats. That's what it is. If the game is already blown out proportion or it's almost already decided, you stay in
And
there just to get your,
and you have a
it's just
lot of NBA analysis that knows this and everything, but they don't bring this shit up. Like they always say, "Oh yeah, like LeBron averaged this. He averaged that's false."
Salute.
Man, what's up with
word,
man? What's up with these blowouts?
word.
The Nets
I
got
don't know,
blown
man.
out. Warriors got
The Nets
blown
got
out.
destroyed. The Warriors got smacked. The Blazers got destroyed. The Clippers
Yeah,
got clobbered. Yeah, and the only game that was close was the T-Wolves and Grizzlies. That was it.
yeah.
And yo, Hoop, he did the same thing in 2020 against the Heat. The game's already
Yep.
decided. He's still in there to get numbers, so he could definitely steal that MVP award.
Well, don't tell that to Bistro. Don't tell that to other LeBron fans.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they just don't want to admit, that their favorite player is stat pads. But I mean, it's the
Which is
truth.
true. And I
It's
want
The
to
guy
true.
looks at he's looking at his stats in a game on a piece of paper.
right.
That's
Even he
what,
said, "Check my stats." Seriously,
Word. Hey,
I
yo,
want.
what more proof do you?
yep.
Word.
But I
LeBron
want to ask.
James, listen,
Right,
LeBron
right.
James fucked that team up because why would you stop going to Anthony Davis as your number one option?
Good
Why?
point.
Mm.
And what was the point getting Westbrook on the team?
He just don't. I don't know, man.
And the bench is mediocre. You traded Rondo to the Cavs. I mean, Dwight
That's
Howard must be
dumb.
traded. It's like this team is not consistent, man. And I want to ask you a quick question. Who is your MVP right now? Just right
Giannis.
I guess Kevin Durant.
It's probably Giannis. I don't know.
now? Me, DeRozan.
Yeah. The Warriors should win MVP, man.
There's also John Morant. Don't sleep on John.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, them Grizzlies looking tough, man.
Mm-hmm. That depth, good ball movement. And here's what's
Yeah,
crazy: they have not been healthy all year. Like Dylan Brooks missed a few games. John Morant missed 13 games. Also,
Facts.
Steven Adams has been banged up. If they can get healthy, they're gonna be a tough out.
same
Mm.
facts.
Desmond Bain's balled out. Zion Williams is balled out. Conchar's balled out.
Mm.
They have a nice team, man. They have a good coach, Taylor
Yeah,
Jenkins, man. If they can just get healthy, this team will be a tough out in the playoffs.
yes. Same with the Bulls.
The Bulls
Word.
too. Same here. The Bulls are a tough team, but I don't think they're ready to go far yet. That's just me.
Yeah, they probably. Oh, Memphis, go ahead, talk.
Because here's the thing, right? DeRozan is great in the regular season, but he hasn't performed yet in the playoffs. He has to be consistent in the playoffs. Also, we don't know how Levine and Lonzo are going to look in the playoffs. We don't know yet. So I don't know. I do think the Bulls will be a tough out, but I don't see Chicago going far just yet.
Yeah,
Word.
Because speaking of the Nets, why Kyrie's only playing for road games? Why not
Because he
home
didn't take
games?
the vaccine. He didn't take the vaccine. That's why.
Oh,
But speaking of that thing, did you know that if Kyrie plays home games, I heard that the Nets might play Kyrie home games if they pay a fine. That's what I heard.
yeah,
Uh,
they should, because the Nets gonna need him, especially come playoff time.
Big time.
yo,
Big time.
the Nets had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant on the floor and lose to a Portland Trailblazers team
That was
without
embarrassing.
Dame or CJ.
Yeah,
How bad is that?
You lose to Portland without Dame, CJ, and Powell, and the same Blazers team got destroyed in Denver. So I don't know, man.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie. Klay Thompson,
He looks
he's a little
rusty.
off for me.
word.
I told you. I told everybody he was going to be off. People keep saying, "Oh, he's a shooter. Oh, he can shoot this and that." It don't mean nothing. Your legs, you need your legs to help you elevate. Not
Yeah,
Word.
And also his defense has kind of been mediocre.
yeah,
And Steph Curry's been a horrible slump.
yeah. The
Word.
Warriors are overhyped. That's why I told everyone, stop hyping up the Warriors. You don't know what they look like in the playoffs.
I kept telling people, but guys like Zach, Stephen A, Shai Liv, John Wilson, and etc. won't listen. I kept
Word.
telling people that the Warriors are a good regular season team, but this team is different. They're not going to the finals. And
Yeah,
if they yeah,
then Matthew, go ahead.
and if they were to make the finals, this team's not beating Milwaukee. This team's not beating Brooklyn. And I'm going to shock people. I even think Miami could beat Golden State.
Or Chicago.
Chicago, 50-50. 50-50.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
say this.
let me ask you this.
I think
Hold on, let me ask you this. How y'all feel about Westbrook joining the Lakers and getting a lot of criticism? Do you
I
think
don't like it, man.
it's fair or unfair? What you think it, or do you think it's his fault because he joined the team anyway?
It's unfair because I don't know why he's getting criticized. They did. I'm not like LeBron basically picked him up for no reason. You can't. I try to tell you, you can't blame him on Westbrook all the time. Cause
Right.
you mostly blaming you mostly just on LeBron fans just blaming Westbrook. You got to
It's
blame LeBron too and AD.
LeBron, the whole team, everyone.
Yeah, you got to blame the whole team. That's why I blame the whole team. Not just Westbrook. I blame the whole team
Right.
because we ain't doing our job.
Right. To me, Westbrook's game, I can understand the criticism to a certain extent, but it's too much. The certain criticism is too much. I cannot respect all of the criticism because, again, yes, I understand he's erratic. I understand that, but he's still a good player. Can still pass, still athletic, can still rebound. He's still a good player. And
Yeah,
again, LeBron deserves some sort of blame because yeah, he can score the ball, but his defense has not been there this season. And also, this
yeah.
team has the Lakers have no depth whatsoever. Their
That's
defense is terrible, and their offense comes and goes. Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying,
Shannon
man.
Sharp said, Shannon Sharp said this Lakers roster is the same as LeBron's first time around in Cleveland.
No, man. I
I
don't
won't go
know.
that far. This Lakers roster is more talented.
Are you bugging? Anthony Davis is more talented than any player outside of LeBron James. On that
Facts.
Cleveland.
Same thing with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
Exactly.
LeBron feelings be talking reckless, man.
No, LeBron's playing with 4 top 75 players
Melo,
on that list.
Hall of Famer. Dwight Howard, Hall of Famer. Yes.
Well, Paul
Honestly,
Yeah, man.
George
So
is out for
he's
the
playing
rest of
with
the
some great
season.
players.
Paul,
Oh
yeah, I
yeah.
heard
What?
that.
Yeah. Well, what's the issue with Paul George? Like, what
UCL
is his
injury in his
legs
elbow.
or what's the issue?
No, elbow injury. UCL injury in his elbow.
It's yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do you think Kawhi could return this season, or
I
yes or
don't
no?
see it. I don't. Nope.
Yeah. What's the issue with Paul George?
UCL injury in his elbow.
Hmm.
I don't
Man.
see Kawhi coming back. I don't think he should come back this year. I don't see the
Yeah,
point this year. I think next
yeah,
year he'll come back.
yeah. Next year, Clippers might most likely miss the playoffs. Same thing with my Lakers. This gonna be a bad year for LA.
Well, maybe better luck next year, man. This is a little taste of karma, though, man. You put Westbrook on that team because he's another superstar name, and that's
Yeah,
not what you really need. All you
yeah.
needed was just a couple of role
Role
players here and
players.
there. And
Yeah,
that was
Mhm.
like on fresh young guys that know how to score like Malik Monk.
Right.
mm. You don't think this the Westbrook for Miles Turner trade is gonna go through?
I
The
don't
committee
see
is
it.
talking about.
I
I
don't
don't
see
think
it.
teams want. I don't think teams want Westbrook. I doubt it.
Yeah, me too. Only team want Westbrook. They probably want like THT, but I don't know about Westbrook.
But I don't think THT is enough to trade for Miles Turner. I don't think it's enough.
Mm.
But the Mons will trade DeAndre Jordan, K
Yeah.
Bazemore.
Uh huh.
I can't. I probably can't say Kendrick Nunn because
Right.
he hasn't played yet.
Right.
They might, yeah, but
Right.
yeah, man, we looking. Yeah, man, that's why I tell people we don't need super team, cause Westbrook and LeBron wants the ball all the time.
Right.
They're two ball dominants,
Yeah,
and
somebody had to
plus,
give up on the
and
ball. Westbrook
Mhm.
is going to be non. He can't play in the LeBron system. He can't be a spot up 3 point shooter.
Right.
he can't play in the LeBron system. It's like
Right.
for me, I don't think Westbrook
So
fixed with my Lakers.
He does not at all. He doesn't.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's why I told people this is a
you might
bad trade
look.
because how he's gonna fit
You might
with
be starting to
LeBron?
look more like because
Excuse
you
me.
never believed the Lakers was going to be in a chance. You had the Phoenix
Nope.
Suns,
I had the
and
Suns
right
coming out
now
the
it
West,
may look like it come down to just the Suns and the Warriors.
and even then, the Warriors look more overrated as of late. So yeah,
I don't think the Warriors will make the Western Conference Finals though. It might be the Grayson part knocked them out again.
it's very possible. It's very possible. I can see Memphis beating Golden State. They're athletic, good
Yeah,
defense. My only thing with Memphis is scoring. Sometimes they struggle to score, but other than that, if they can stay healthy, they can give Golden State some trouble.
Or don't forget about Utah too.
I don't believe in Utah. I don't
They,
believe
they,
in it.
I know, but they possibly can beat Golden State.
They have a shot, man. But here's the thing: that's gonna be a problem for the Jazz. One, they don't guard the three very well, and two, the Warriors will go small on the Jazz. And
Yeah,
that's gonna frustrate Gobert, man. I don't
yeah,
trust. Other than Donovan Mitchell, I don't trust anyone on that team. The style of play, shooting a bunch of threes and pick, that's not going to work in the playoffs, though. I don't
yeah,
trust the Jazz. That's just me. I mean,
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But I'm gonna say this: if my Lakers can turn around, I say we get eliminated at the second round.
probably, probably, but I mean, the way it looks right now, maybe depending on matchup.
Yeah, yeah, it's depend, but AD got to stay healthy though.
80
That's
has to
why I
stay
told.
healthy.
That's why I told my Laker fans that we can't win the championship without AD because he always hurt.
That it needs to be
When is
consistent.
he returning?
He'll come back, if I have to guess, either somewhere this month or February. That's my guess.
Yeah, it probably most likely February.
But he has to be consistent. I love.
Yeah, for real though.
He's just not, he's kind of been disappointing this season.
Yeah, fast. The problem with AD needs to start taking jump shots. He should like go to the paint like Giannis would be doing.
Facts.
Word.
Facts.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry, man. Giannis might win his third MVP.
Possible. I got DeRozan, but Giannis has a great chance, man. He has
Yeah.
a great opportunity.
Yeah, but I might
Just
probably pick
imagine if
John
he could get
Morant
another
to win MVP
championship,
though.
Prince, what you saying, man?
If Giannis could get another championship at this rate that he going, man, yo, G Money, that'd be something spectacular, man.
Big time facts, man. Two
Yeah.
rings back to back, and the Bucks becoming a potential dynasty. Wow.
Yeah, they could be.
How old is Giannis, by the way?
He's like
Let me check. Giannis has to be.
I think it's like 27 or
He is
26.
27. Giannis is 27.
Okay, so by the age 27, he could potentially have 2 championships. That's amazing.
Yeah, Kobe did it when Kobe did it when he was like 23 or 22. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this: if Giannis can really 3P, man, it's gonna look good in his resume.
I don't see the Bucks. I get that, but I don't see Milwaukee 3P. I doubt that.
Fact.
I doubt that. I mean, I get what you're saying for that, but if he were to somehow 3P, wow.
Yo, yeah, that'd be amazing, man. And for a guy that we know his flaws on the basketball court, but if he can still find a way to mask those flaws and still win, you got to give him credit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. James Harden low-key disappoint me.
He's been inconsistent all season. Harden's been inconsistent all season. Damian Lillard's been trash all season.
Yeah.
Steph Curry
It's horrible.
Steph Curry has looked terrible as of late.
Same thing with Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson's just been mediocre. I mean,
he just been injured,
and I kept
Well, I mean,
telling
he just got back. You know, all these people that was assuming that he was just going to come back and be Klay of 2015 and 16 and all this other stuff, they're crazy.
it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen because
just like my bad, just like Paul George. Remember? Yeah, he had the injury.
2015 he broke his leg.
Yeah, because remember, like his defense used to be good, but now his defense is kind of like weak because the leg injury.
Right. And don't forget, even though Klay can still shoot the ball, Klay might be more inconsistent from the perimeter now. Because remember, you need legs to help you shoot.
Yeah, facts.
You know, speaking of the Clippers, where do they go from now? Because they got together. They've been unfortunately hit by injuries. Then they had that embarrassing loss to the
Nuggets.
The Nuggets. You know, where do you go with the Clippers right now? Do you break this team up?
No, I'm gonna wait till next year to see how it goes.
Next year.
This season's a wash. All right, this season, all right. You're gonna barely make the playoffs. You might not.
In fact, you hear this?
If you're the Clippers, yeah, but can I explain, please? All right, if you're the Clippers, take the season off. It's like, look, if you don't have a healthy Kawhi, if you don't have a healthy PG, they have no shot winning a title. So next season, when they get more rest, they'll probably become more healthier, and you try for the championship next year.
Yeah.
Word.
This is the
But
watch.
I may be on the verge. I may be on the verge of just saying, hey, this is probably it. I'll probably be looking to move somebody, or at least
I'm
change
gonna
some
wait till
drastic.
next year. If the Clippers fail next year, then you might have to break this team up. If they fail next year,
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna
Because
laugh so
remember, these guys
hard.
got together to win championships. They were the minute they got together, people said they were a
Oh
championship
God.
contender,
mm-hmm.
and they failed to meet expectations. So if they fail to meet expectations,
Right.
yeah, you just have to change.
Right. They blew a 3-1 lead against the Nuggets in 2020. And then 2021, I understand they had injuries, but to be fair, Chris Paul didn't play the first two games against the Suns, and he still didn't take advantage. And then this year, you've been banged up with injuries, and they're just trying to get to the playoffs. If the season ended right now, ironically, who fast Clippers will be playing Taste Lakers in the play-in if the season ended right
Yep.
now.
Yep. I can't wait. We all know me, Clipper fans, that we have long history.
Mm.
Look at Tay. Tay just sitting there laughing. You like any news that is negative towards the Clippers, don't you? It's
Yeah,
just
but
Yeah,
that rivalry
and don't
between
forget,
them.
I hate the Celtics too and the Warriors
why do
Okay.
I can understand the Celtics because of a rivalry. Why do you hate the Warriors?
because they're fans,
Ah, okay.
especially Curry fans. They think the reaction no basketball.
I mean, there are some Curry fans that do know, but there's some Curry
Yeah.
fans that are just biased.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
stuff and also, man, and I keep telling people keep saying, oh, but the Warriors, some people have experience and they'll go for it. First of all, this team is different than years past. They don't have a Kevin Durant back then right now. And two, Jordan Poole, Damian Lee, Angel Wiggins, Otto Porter, Toscano, James Wiseman, half half of these guys have either little to no playoff experience. It's like we don't know how these guys can look in the playoffs. I don't know. The playoffs is different though, because
Yeah,
the
man.
intensity
But let
is
me ask
different. Yeah.
you. You just talked upon Steph Curry fanboys. In terms of basketball, is fanboys killing basketball in terms of like just talking about the sport, or do you think fanboys is actually needed for the sport?
I don't like fanboys, man. I think
Me
fanboys kill the sport because fanboys are biased. They don't break the game down. They don't want to hear facts. They just look at one thing. Excuse me, and also they over glorify their favorite player. I don't like fanboys. I just want people who are objective and know the game, who watch full games, who are reasonable, who just be honest about their favorite player, or just honest about their favorite player. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I gotta tell y'all something, man. Someone told me that LeBron was a better scorer than Kobe, Melo, and all the other players from back then. I was like, what?
Wait, what? How is it
Someone
better?
told
Yeah, go ahead.
cause someone told me that LeBron is a better scorer than Kobe. I was like,
No,
what?
he's not. Look, no. Kobe's a better post scorer. Kobe's a better shooter. I mean, come on, man. LeBron is arguably more athletic, but Kobe's
Yeah,
a
but
better inside scorer. Kobe's a better shooter. Come on, man.
they, yeah,
And
cause cause these people don't these days lead on nothing about basketball. They just bring up stats. That's all LeBron
it,
says. All you just
stats,
bring
but
up
no
stats.
context at all.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think about the
too.
Suns, T? How far you think the Suns can go? I think they might win the West again.
Oh no, I hope
But
not. I
hey,
can't stand them neither.
Let me guess, the
hey,
fans.
we may
Yeah,
get to see.
No, it's not the
Yeah, we
fan.
may.
We got rivalry.
yeah, Prince.
Yeah, we may get to see a Phoenix Suns in the finals again,
I hope
and who
not.
knows?
Please, I
It,
hope not.
it
They
could
Please,
be
might
I
a
win
hope
the
not.
championship.
I
They might
hope
win the
not.
championship depending on
I
matchup.
hope.
They might.
I hope
I mean,
not.
I'm a Knicks fan, but I am rooting for the Suns. We might win the championship depending on matchup. If we get a Suns Bucks rematch, it can go either way.
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I
I'm
look
leaning.
to want to see a next versus. I mean, not next. A Bulls versus Suns finals.
That would be interesting. Bulls
Yep, the
versus
rematch from
'93.
1993.
That'd be nice. And Prince, I want to ask you: if Chicago and Phoenix were to meet in the finals this year, who do you think would win that?
Who?
If the Bulls and the Suns were to
Chicago and
somehow
who?
Chicago and Phoenix, if somehow that was the NBA Finals matchup, who do you think would win that?
I got Suns 6.
Oh, Suns all the way.
Right.
Yeah,
Suns all the way.
yeah. I hope the Suns do not go to the
I
finals
think
too.
Suns get better offensive firepower. They run
Five.
better plays. They
Right.
got better defensive prowess. So
Mhm.
I'm Suns.
Right. And also we have better backcourt
Oh, yeah.
also. And also we added Biombo that's gonna help with our defense and pick and roll. And I heard that the Suns might even get Eric Gordon. That's what I heard. I heard Phoenix
Holy moly!
they might even get Eric Gordon. So Phoenix is looking to get richer, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh,
Or they might get Nick
trade?
in a trade. It's just rumors. I don't know how true this is, but they may get either Batum or Gordon or Jackson or Boucher or Covington. Like the Suns, those are just moves that they can do.
Or J Money,
Haha.
or I meant G Money.
Right. And that'd be nice. Because listen, the Phoenix has depth and they have the experience now. My only thing with the Suns is one, health, and two, I just wish Chris Paul. This is and two, Chris Paul needs to be consistent in the playoffs. Three, Devin Booker needs to show IQ in the playoffs. And four, they just if Monty Williams could just make the right plays, use the right rotations, we should be good. I think if the Suns can stay healthy, I'm just assuming they're healthy. They have a great chance to go back to the finals, and if they do make the finals, depending on who they see in the finals, they might win the championship. Depending on who they see.
Yeah,
I know you. I know you don't want because you have a rivalry with Phoenix with the Lakers.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
The playoffs. So what can I
Ryan Johnson say Westbrook is.
Westbrook is
Man,
not.
I got to stop thinking Westbrook a real bad.
He's a good player.
He's not
He's
a
a
bad
good
player.
player.
He just don't know how to play winning basketball.
And the Lakers are not tanking for the first pick. That's not going to happen, man. That's not going to happen.
The NFL playoffs. The Eagles in the playoffs. Dang it. I don't know why.
Well, I do watch some football.
Let's go Eagles.
You have the Eagles and the Bucks in Tampa Bay. You got the Cardinals and the Rams. You got the Raiders and the Bengals. You got the Bills, the Pats and the Bills.
Yeah, my Dallas Cowboys. 49ers, bring
Niners
it
and
on.
Cowboys. Rivalry renewed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on, man.
I'm gonna say my prediction.
We got to
for NFL
salute
playoffs.
G Money for picking up on.
Thanks.
He got really
your
happy
G
when
Money.
the Eagles made the playoffs.
You're gonna come more than just a basketball.
I'm gonna try to get into other sports. I'm gonna try
Pretty
to get
soon G Money gonna know.
I might know a lot of sports. You were saying, Tay?
Yeah.
I said for my prediction and for NFL playoffs, maybe for first NFC, I got the Rams, Buccaneers, or Philly if Philly defense can lock up the Bucks for Robert City, and I got my Dallas Cowboys. AFC, I got the Chiefs, Raiders, and Buffalo Bills for the wild card.
Okay. All right. And who do you think will go to the Super Bowl? Hypothetically.
Definitely not Green Bay because
I got the Buffalo.
Green Bay are our regular season team. Maybe Bucks. They might go back to Super Bowl game because we all know if you bet against Tom Brady, you will lose.
Yeah. And you also have Gronkowski too. So and Bruce Arians also make adjustments. Okay. And who do you think comes out of the NFC the AFC?
Ooh, man, it's tough, man. I might sound crazy, but I probably said the Tennessee Titans.
Whoa. Titans and Bucks in the Super Bowl?
Yep.
And if that were to happen, who do you think wins the championship?
Bucks.
So you're saying that this year Brady will get his 8th ring?
Yeah, he can, but the only team who could beat the Buccaneers is the Rams.
And Ryan said that the Lakers reach out to Philly for a Ben Simmons trade. Do you think the Lakers should make that trade?
No, please, no.
Prince,
No.
You something? Prince, you were saying something?
No. I think that's a good trade. He plays defense. LeBron can keep the ball in his hand. And he plays defense. And you could let LeBron and AD run the offense.
Here's the thing. I would usually agree with you, Prince, and you need some. Here's what I think. I get what you're saying, Prince, but I don't think that's a trade that they need. Because here's the thing. Yes, he can pass and defend, but here's the problem. Westbrook can't shoot. If you get Ben Simmons, Ben cannot shoot. Because here's the thing: the Lakers do not have spacing. I don't think they need Ben Simmons. If they can get a De'Aaron Fox and they're lucky, I think that can work though. Because here's the thing: Ben is a good defender; he can pass. But if teams clock the paint, what can he do? He's not a scorer like that. So I don't. And also, you have to consider he's not a good free throw shooter. I don't think Ben would work. I doubt it though. I think they could get a De'Aaron. Yeah.
So what? Okay, for a minute then. So you're exchanging the defense Ben Simmons brings and the playmaking for more offense and spreading the ball for the shooting ball.
No. You can get You can get playmaking and spacing if you get another point guard, but also you need shooting from the guard. That's why I'm saying that they can get a De'Aaron Fox if they're lucky. If they can get a De'Aaron Fox on this team, Fox can make, Fox can penetrate, yeah, and he can shoot the ball. I mean, he's not a great shooter, but he's more competent than Ben Simmons, and he's athletic too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're opting in for that. The only reason why I say it's somewhat of a good fit, G-Money, is because the Lakers need some defense. I think Ben would give you more. But he's not going to give them the scoring or shooting. Yes, you're correct.
I understand that, and I give you the defense part with Ben, and I understand that. But I'm saying is that even though Ben's a good defender, you also need a point guard that can score. Because here's the thing: you don't want to let LeBron and AD get tired. That's the thing. So that's why I'm saying that even though Ben can help defensively, you also need a point guard that can stretch the floor. Because there's going to be games in which teams are going to clog the paint. You're going to need a point guard that can shoot in today's era.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
That is true.
I think Gary.
True, but
I
hey, man,
think Blake should get Gary Trent Jr.
You got to put him.
I don't know.
What you say, Prince?
Oh yeah. So I mean, like, okay, if that trade does happen, Westbrook could be good for Philly because he get to have the ball in his hand, and he get to go back there.
Right. Ryan, the Lakers traded Rondo for like cap space.
I don't know
the
why.
Lakers traded him for cap space to extend Stanley Johnson. That's right, Ryan. They traded Rondo to the Cavs for cap space.
I'm not gonna lie. That Stanley Johnson kid can play defense though.
He can play D and get shoot threes too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like that kid. I like him and Austin Reed and Monk.
I think Z Cole is calling G Money a Warrior Dame hater.
I'm ignoring him. I'm ignoring Zach for that. I don't. First of all, LeBron. First of all,
we don't hate. Exactly. I'm speaking for both of us on this one. We don't hate players. Okay. We don't look to bring a player down. We just looking at what we see in the games and just being honest, just brutally honest about it. That's all. There's no hidden agenda. There's no I want to put this down. I don't hate none of these guys. All right. I'm just calling what I see. That's all.
Same here. First of all, I don't hate Dame. I said Damian Lillard is a Hall of Famer. I said Damian Lillard is a top 3 Portland Trailblazer player of all time for the franchise. And the Warriors, they're a great team, but I kept telling people Klay Thompson looks streaky. That's a fact. And Steph Curry is still my top 5 MVP right now. But be honest, Steph Curry's looked terrible as of late. That's not hate. That is a fact. Jordan Poole's come down to earth, and some of the role players have come down to earth. That's not hate. That's a fact. They're both for the last 5.
Right, I suspect the Nets too win the championship. They're supposed to. They got together.
If they're healthy, yes. If they're healthy, yes. Because don't forget, Patty Mills can hit big shots too. Also, LaMarcus Aldridge off the bench can help a little bit. And also, if the big three are healthy, here's the thing. You got to be physical with them, and that's going to be tough because they can stretch the floor. And don't forget, too, Harden could play make. KD is improving as a playmaker, and Kyrie can play make when he wants to.
Yeah.
So,
we can't sugarcoat and defend everybody. We just have to tell the truth. If something's wrong and we see it, we have to call it out. That's all.
Right.
It doesn't mean we hate. We get called label as time. It's just like annoying sometimes. Not for
It's
you, Ryan.
irritating.
I'm just saying in general. You
In general. Like it's not we're
right.
not hating on LeBron, we're not hating on Dame, we're not hating
Yeah,
on
we're
the
not
Warriors, we're
hating.
not hating on anybody. We're just telling you the facts of what's going on. What do you want us to do? Suck these teams' asses, suck these players' asses, and worship them? No,
Trade
we don't
Davis
say
for Levine and Kobe White. No,
that's not
that's
gonna
not
happen.
gonna happen.
The Bulls are not making that move. They're not doing that.
I
Mm.
The-
don't know.
the-
Yeah,
What's
Davis is
on
a
Matt
stayer.
Barnes?
Staying on
right, and the Bulls are not trading Kobe White. They might trade Kobe White, but they're not trading Levine. Let's stop. They're trying to re-sign him this offseason.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't know. I don't know why you even said that, Ryan.
I don't know, man. But I just get and I kept telling people, even though I like Golden State, I just don't think they'll win the championship. I don't think they're going to the finals.
Yeah, just like
Yeah, it's not me hating. It's proven fact right now. Yeah,
Just fell for the
nothing.
hype. That's all, G.
they
I'm
lost
not
Yeah,
four.
behind them, but
Right, man.
we both know just because you win a lot of regular season games, don't mean you're going to win the championship. We've seen
yeah,
this
just
Exactly.
like the
millions of times.
And
Grizzlies.
this is a different team. And when they won championships, there were different teams. You had Barbosa, Iguodala, who was younger, Clay, who was healthy. You had, Space, who was in the playoffs. You had Bogut, who was in the playoffs, rim protector. You had David Lee, good bench player. And also you had Kevin Durant. You also had Swaggy P, David West, veterans on that group. This Warriors team is different.
Score.
But people,
Yeah,
people,
Oh, yeah.
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
Zach, yeah.
You might as well go ahead.
No, go ahead, tell you see something.
No, I'm saying it, but like KD was the best scorer on that Warriors team, though.
He was the best scorer, and he was a good playmaker too. Don't forget, he
Yeah,
improved his playmaking. So when I'm sure, and Clay was healthy at the
Yeah.
time. My point I'm saying that this Warriors team is different. Like people keep buying into this whole, look what they do in the regular season. It don't matter what they do in the regular season. Yes, are they a great team? Yes. Are they a team that can get to the second round, conference final? Probably. But do I personally think they'll make the finals? No. And
man.
if they make the finals, what do you see in this team that tells me that they're going to be a fully healthy Brooklyn Nets team or a fully
Yeah.
healthy Milwaukee Bucks team? And even
Or
Miami Heat
or
could beat them in
Suns
the second
team.
series. They're not even beating the Phoenix Suns. People keep saying, "Oh, they beat them on Christmas Day." That's regular season. Like any team could beat a team in the regular season, but in the
And
playoffs, it's different. Yeah,
funny thing about it is it's a media influence because they give these players and teams titles premature without even earning it first.
right.
Let's see them working first before we can
In the
say they're this
playoffs,
and that.
let's see what they do in the playoffs first. And also, Ryan, the Raptors are playing very well. Van Fleet's had an All-Star type year. Spicy P's had a pretty good year.
Exactly.
Scotty Barnes has had a Rookie of the Year campaign. The Raptors are been a surprise team.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But back to Golden State, like you said, people like Zach and Stephen A. and
Before we
etc.
sit there and say, "Oh, this wall,"
Prince, I can't hear you, man. What you say? I can't hear you, man. You're breaking up. What you say?
hello.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, go
still
ahead.
here.
No, I was listening to you.
No, you were talking. You were
I was
talking.
listening to you. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
you were
go ahead.
talking. No,
Well,
you
no,
were
I was.
saying your point.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Okay, basically, what I was saying is, it's just like we had guys like Stephen A. Smith comparing the Warriors to the championship year Warriors. I mean, let's just
Hell
pump the
no,
brakes a
man.
little bit. They just got started. They had a good season.
Right. And those were more experienced teams back then.
Yeah,
And those
exactly.
and people like
So
Zach and John Wilson and Shia Live listen to this stuff. Like really? Yes, I understand they're a great team. I'm not denying their talent. I'm just telling you that you cannot expect Clay to be healthy this year. Because remember, his shooting's been more inconsistent all year, and also his defense might not be the same. And also, Iggy's getting old. Steph
mm,
Curry's gonna get doubled in the playoffs and be physical. You even seen it right now. When you see Steph Curry be physical with somebody, you see him struggling. Like when was the last time Steph Curry had a great game? Like when was the last time?
No.
He's a great player. Don't get me
Oh yeah.
wrong, but he's been trash for the past month or so.
Yeah.
And this is a good example for anybody that's on this channel, on this live. Don't let the media influence your opinions. Have your own opinion. Watch the game on your own.
Hmm.
Review it. Break it down on your own terms. Don't let somebody else in the media brainwash you and tell you that this is that or this is, because it's all media and propaganda. It's agenda because they got a job to do. They got to sell.
Right.
They got to sell stories.
And
But
here's what kills
have
me
your.
too. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was done.
Another point too. People keep saying the Suns are frauds, but if that were the case, aren't the Milwaukee Bucks frauds and other teams frauds by people's logic? What irritates me is that people
Hmm.
keep saying, "Oh, the Suns only went to the finals because of injuries." What about the Bucks then? What about other teams? It's not their fault. The Suns were
They
still
were
a good
injured
team.
too.
They beat teams that they were supposed to beat.
Yeah.
How the Jazz lost to the Clippers without Kawhi. The Nuggets, the Blazers lost to the Nuggets without Murray. Like, give the Suns their credit. What do you think, P?
Yeah, of course. I mean, people keep making using the injury as an excuse, but they don't realize the Suns weren't playing 100% healthy neither.
And
So I
thank you.
mean,
Chris Paul had a shoulder injury, had a wrist injury in COVID. Devin Booker had a broken nose. Cam Johnson had food poisoning. Torrey Craig in the finals hurt his knee. Dario Saric tore his ACL. No one talks about that. And even then, they don't keep the same energy for the Bucks. Like they call the Suns frauds. What about the Bucks? Like Milwaukee could beat a hop. Here's the bias, right? Milwaukee could beat KD with an Achilles. No, a hobble James Harden and no Kyrie. They can beat the Hawks with no Trey Young for the most part, but they're not frauds. But the Suns are. Make that make sense. I cannot respect that. I just can't.
They're just biased.
I hear
When it
you,
comes
man.
to the third place of teams.
Oh
I
yeah.
get annoyed by this. And here's the thing: the Jazz lost to the Clippers without Kawhi. The Blazers lost to the Nuggets without Murray. It's not like Phoenix. It's not like Phoenix intent to hurt players and stuff. They're a good team. And like I said, we had injuries too going to the finals, but people ignore that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
So
Yeah, man. Hello.
no, you were about to say something. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we reached our hour limit. We did a lot of good discussions today. We broke down the game a good. Uh,
Thank you.
today good. Hey, I'm actually proud of G Money today, man, because you getting involved in the NFL. I like that. That you're
Thank you,
moving
man.
on to other sports too.
Thank you, man. Thank
So
you.
salute to you on.
Thank you. I'm gonna try my best to get into other sports. I would try and get people updates about what's going on in the NFL, MLB, if I can, etc. NBA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And I'm not just saying this because you here. I honestly believe you can have a career in sports. Not
Thank you.
just if you put the time and effort into it, I think you would be good analyst for sports. That's my honest opinion.
I agree
Because I
with
like
that.
the way you break down the game. And you don't come off as a guy that's biased to me. That's what I like about you.
Thank you,
So
man. Thank you.
you know, and Tay, good luck to your Lakers next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you
Can't wait.
you can at least have fun. When the Clippers lose because I know you like seeing the Clippers lose.
Yeah, good
So
luck to you, Clippers.
And
I know you
Get
got.
next year too.
in the Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. And it's the Celtics.
Yeah. Wait, what's your problem with the Phoenix Suns? Because they beat the Lakers?
Rivalry.
Oh,
It's a
rivalry.
rivalry.
Okay. Back in
Early
you talking about with the
2000s.
Kobe and Steve?
Yes, for
Okay,
them.
all right. I get it. All right. So yeah, man, I'm salute to everybody that joined the chat, man. You guys take it easy.
Thank
Keep
you.
watching sports. Keep keep saying what you feel. Don't let nobody discourage you from saying what you want to say.
Thank
And
you.
All right.
do you.
All right,
We
man.
All right.
out,
Peace, you
y'all. Have
guys.
a good
Peace. Stay safe.
You
day.
too.
All right, man. We out of here. Peace. Leaving the dungeon. Got some other stuff to do. We out, man. One.